9 out of 10 dentists agree that the 2017 Netflix film Bright sucked. It was so bad, I made a whole video about it, but one video wasn't enough to satiate my hatred for that movie. So like The Dark Knight, I must have justice. The time and energy that this turd stole from me. So, here are a couple of other annoying things that I couldn't fit into the longer video. The elf girl Tika, who we learn is the sister of the Inferni leader, is one of the most frustrating and also disconcerting characters in the entire movie. Not only does she serve no real purpose in the movie, not only does she act as the damsel in distress throughout, and also serves as a hindrance to the entire plot of the movie, but she also acts like a literal child, and that's really gross. It reminds me of the movie The Fifth Element and Mila Jokovich's character in there. She plays the trope of the super hot girl who was born yesterday, and that's what's happening in this movie too. Tika is constantly jumping and yelling and terrified of everything around her, clinging to the cops like a literal child. Now in The Fifth Element, it kind of works because Mila's character was literally born yesterday, so it's quote unquote justified that her character lacks any understanding of the world around her, even if the movie plays on her sexiness and how old men lust after her in a really creepy way.
Father, are you sure she's a supreme being?
Absolutely sure.
Ugh. However, Tika doesn't have that excuse. I don't know the full lore of the world, not that there really is any, but traditionally elves in fantasy stories live super long lives. Because of that, and because we're shown that elves are super rich and powerful, we can kind of assume that they're also experienced in life, or at least are book smart, even if she's a sheltered religious fundamentalist. Which is why her acting like, for lack of a better term, a mentally challenged child is just a really odd choice that makes the whole thing feel really off-putting and icky. Again, it just doesn't seem to make sense if you give the movie even more than a cursory glance while you're cooking your dinner at home. It also serves only to make her a really boring character. She just doesn't have any level of personality. At least the other members of her religious death cult are like good at things and shooting and killing people. But with her, we don't get anything other than her being a weirdo girl in overalls that tags along with the cops the entire time and is super jumpy. Make me care about her. Show her being kind to someone who was hurt, or that she hides someone from the Inferni when they're about to get killed. We just need a reason for her to be there. A reason for us to care about her. If you want to see more, click on the link in the bio and check out the full video. And remember,